Hello guys, very excited to be here and trying to share a little bit of my thing. I've been doing real estate for the last 15 years. I started in Chile when I was buying apartments, living in there, was doing the renovation. After that, selling that. Came to the United States in 2011 and I started doing the same until I found the system of fortune builders and I started making the things more systematically. So tonight we have, as we speak, we have 7 projects in Baltimore. 3 of them are going to hit the market in 3 weeks. We have 1 project that is just finished, that is just listed in Philadelphia. We have 7 rental properties in West Park, Florida, very close to Fort Lauderdale area. And we have actually 1 apartment for rent in DC now. We're looking for a tenant at this point in DC. As far as we are moving, our goal for this year is 25 properties in Miami, 25 properties in Baltimore, and 10 properties in Philly. And we are looking also to expand to St. Petersburg area. So James, we are going to be very close and we are going to be talking to, because St. Pete is our next market that we have in mind. The financial statement. So if you go to Mastery and you type in your search financial statement, you can find the financial statement from Grand Coast Capital, the one from Freddie Mac, for Freddie and Fannie. And they usually have these 4 little boxes. The one that is related with income, the one that is related with expenses, the one that is related with assets, and the one that is related with liability. And for the ones that are looking to quit the 9 to 5, the secret is in this little red box that I put financial freedom, and is when assets are major than liabilities. At this point, you really don't need anything coming outside of this self-sustaining wheel. So you don't need W-2 coming in, you don't need 1099s coming in, you don't need anything coming in because everything is coming from your K1, coming from assets, coming from your self-sustaining companies. So let's put an example in here. So I can, after that, I can share this with you guys. In here, in your notes, in my notes, I'm going to put the things that are considered income. It's W-2, 1099s, and K1s usually are the way that you get that. So they are in here. Expenses, everything related with that you need to cover. You need to cover your mortgage payment. You need to cover your mortgage. You need insurance, health plans, and anything that is a liability, anything that you have to pay monthly to cover your liabilities. So in your liabilities, and I'm going to be a little more specific in these boxes here, you have, for example, the total amount of your mortgages. You have the total amount of your insurance. You have the total amount of the loans that you have with lenders. You have here any other notes or anything that is, in this case, the total amount, what you need to cover. From the other side, in your assets, you have your properties, your rental properties. Income streams, that I'm going to be a little more specific about income streams in a little bit, because I believe it's the way to really boost this business, really boost this wheel. You have stocks and any other asset that actually produce income into your self-sustaining wheel. So what I said that this is a self-sustaining wheel is just because the idea, in order to be able to get out of a 9 to 5 job and actually achieve wealth, is that your assets cover all the income that you need to cover your expenses, that in the same way cover all your liabilities, and that way you are getting more positive cash flow in here in order to create more assets that is being covering some kind of liability. I also have here a little definition of what is actually what is wealth. Wealth is defined in time. Most of the people used to define wealth in money, in amount of money that you have, when actually wealth is defining in time, and my own, actually it's not mine, I am swiping this from one of my mentors. Wealth is the amount of time that you don't need to go back to work. That is actually the definition, is the time that you can use on your own, that do whatever you want, whoever you want. And it's very difficult for most people achieve this wealth because we spend most of the time chasing a paycheck. And that is actually that somehow in my own ways, I will try to help to put some ideas to quit your 9 to 5 and replace income using this kind of things. I have here a couple of ideas. For example, if you haven't been in a rental bootcamp, in the rental bootcamp, they handle and introduce a concept that was a very good aha moment that I have that blow my mind. That is the concept of doors to freedom. The door to freedom concept is something very simple, and it works pretty much this well. If you have a property that have all these liabilities, you have mortgage, insurance, and on this rental property, the rent of the property should cover the mortgage, the insurance, and get something extra. Getting into the rental property is a little more complex. If you are not in that position yet, you need to put some down payment, and you need to be financially in a position that you can get into a mortgage to have lower interest rate. If you are not in that case in particular, you can keep looking at other kind of things. You can work the stock market. I don't recommend it if you don't know what you're doing. You can create another assets. You can create income streams. The way that I create income streams is through marketing funnels. I create one funnel, set it to run, and once it's ready and go and running, become passive income. I don't touch it anymore. And the beauty of this is the compounding effect of everything that you have in this column that we call assets. Imagine that you have 5 properties, or you have only one property that is producing $250 here a month, and you have one income stream that produces $75 a month, and you need another one, another income stream that produces $150 a month. And suddenly you found that creating income streams and working all these is creating a compounding effect that are making this equation from the original. When we start, the equation is this way. It's the other way around. We have more liabilities than assets. So we need to go to work, get income from W-2, get income from 1099s in order to cover our monthly expenses plus our liabilities, until we get into a balance when we have this is equal. So we are balanced. At this point, we really don't need the W-2 income or the 1099 income, but the situation is critical. Something goes wrong and you need to go back to work. So maybe you are wealthy for only 5 minutes. The real thing that we are looking is convert this, that the assets cover everything, covers all your expenses, cover all your liabilities. We can do that with rental properties, and we can do this with income streams. I'm going to talk a little bit more about income stream because I believe it's the fastest way to do it while we build our real estate business. Of course, we have here our wholesaling business. We also have our flipping business, our rehab business, that is also producing income and is bringing all this income into the equation, and we have this. One of my mentors teach me something once, and he told me, when you want to buy a car, you have two options. One, you buy the car in cash and you end with the car and no money. The second option is you take the car with a lease or with a loan and you end with a car and a debt. There is actually a third option, that is put an asset in the middle, that the asset is going to be paying for the monthly payment of the car, and at the end you're going to end with the car and the money, because somebody else is going to be paying for your car monthly payments, insurance, and whatever you need to put into that equation. And that brings me to my memory something that is also a good concept that I love, that is money velocity, that is how many times you use the same dollar. For example, we have a little town, when we have a mechanic, we have an hotel room, and we have a bakery, and everyone owes $50 to each other because they have been in so critical situation that nobody goes to town, so the mechanic have pretty much nothing to fix. The hotel room is empty. There is nothing to rent, and everyone owes to the bakery guy because everyone is buying bread. So sometimes Sunday one tourist came in town and they pay to the hotel room, and the hotel owner went and paid back to the mechanic shop and paid to the bakery, and the guy in the mechanic shop paid to the bakery. At the end of the day, it was only $100, and everybody paid the debt, and the original debt was $300. Everyone was owning $300 each other, and came into the equation only $100, and $100 everyone was paid, and everyone was debt free. So the money velocity in that case 3. Our situation, our economy, and this moment is in the lowest money velocity that we have, and it's actually 1. So the idea of using money velocity into this is, for example, imagine that you have 5 credit cards that you need to pay $20,000 on each, but you only have $25,000. So you pay the first one with that money, take the money out of the card, pay the second one, take the money out of the card, pay the other one, pay the other one, pay the other. At the end, when the statement closes, you owe nothing. You pay everything in full, and you take the money out when the statement closes once again, and that way you will be keeping your credit score high, and you will be doing these money velocity things if you need to do that. The way that I do that, I have a business account with PayPal, and they send me a card reader. So I swipe the cards in my own business, and I need to pay the processing fee. But if I have money from emergency, if I need to close in a half tomorrow, and I need $30,000, I can use my credit cards, and boom, done. This is from the real estate part of the equation. Now, I found with marketing funnels that we can do more. We can put more money into the equation to make our assets higher than our liabilities. And the first one is big, and every time that you went into a Fortune Builder boot camp, you hear about this. And that is affiliate marketing. The affiliate marketing is the first one. And you really don't need a product to start selling something on internet. You use somebody else's product. There is beautiful things here. For example, you maybe heard about Shopify. You create an online account with Shopify, you have your Shopify, and you start selling, I don't know, safety glasses. But you don't need to own the safety glasses. You only need to find who make it, and you need to be the middleman selling the glasses to somebody else. And you at this point said, but this is going to take all my time. Not really. Shopify have a partner that is Oberlo, and Oberlo do everything for you. They find the product, they do the shipping, they do the tracking, and the only thing that you need to do is supervise everything. And with less than 1 or 2 hours a day, you really don't need to do much. Start on top of your job. So you can be an Amazon affiliate. You can be an affiliate for anything, actually anything. At this point, I'm trying to bring with 100 ideas, but you really don't need to have a product to start selling on internet. The best way to connect with your customers if you are looking to buy properties in distress, for example, for people on foreclosure, from my opinion, is using marketing funnels to do that. The way that I do it is that I send a message for free telling them how to avoid foreclosure. And we start a communication that at the beginning is something that is helping them, helping to understand the situation, helping to understand what the options are. And when they decide to sell the property, guess who is the one they are going to sell the property? I've been talking to them for 10 weeks, been talking to them for 5 weeks until we explain all the options and everything that is related with that. So as soon as you take that lead, that lead is warm. I have nothing against cold calling, but I prefer what we call is an incoming lead. That is somebody that actually calling me instead of me calling somebody else. And it's a mix between marketing funnels, using for rehab, using for wholesale, using to get contractor, use it to get lenders, use it to pretty much to do anything, to be outside, to have your online presence. The marketing funnel is something that for me is the best thing that I am really an advocate about that. And it's been free so much time that I can create an income stream per week, actually. Create a funnel, set that up and running, and what is running, I forget about it. It's just connecting someone that want to buy a pair of glasses, safety glasses, to the one that produces safety glasses and get a commission in the middle. If I really want to control a little more the process, I put the Shopify in the middle of the equation and I create a little more time. If I put more time on this, I expect more profit. It's something that I just let it run automatic. I really don't care too much about that. We have that. We also have residual income. For example, one of the only MLF multi-marketing level multi-level marketing companies that I use is ACN Direct. Not because I am into the network marketing, I really don't like it. And if you want to get into that, you need to be very careful and make the difference between what is real and what is fake by the treasury department. If you can make money with the product itself and the advertisement is multi-level marketing, it's okay. But if you need to make, in order to make money, you need to bring more people and recruit more people because the product is actually not making money. That's a scam. That is a Ponzi scheme, and that is illegal. So, which is something that is in the multi-level marketing, something that we need to be very careful and need to be open your eyes, because there is a lot of people offering that in our community, and once many of them are legit and right, no problem. And the other one, I don't say that the people that is introducing to us the product is not authentic people, but the product that they are selling maybe is not the best one. So I use ACN Direct because what I do with ACN Direct, I believe I have it in here. Let me see if what I do with this is in my rehabs, I put all my rehabs into my own service for electricity. For example, services, gas and electricity. I look for my zip code. Let's see, show plans. I look for my zip code. I will put a zip code in Baltimore, 21218. That is one of our properties that is, and we have energy. So by Baltimore allowed you to sell the energy, and Baltimore Gas and Electric, the only thing that they do is the distribution. But when the when the consumer pay the bill, the bill is the energy actually sold by you, so you get a profit from that. And when I sell the properties, I keep the service on my name, so my on their names, but under my selling. I keep selling the gas, and I can sell electricity to my customers. So for the rest of their life, they will be paying the bills of the electricity and gas through me, so I get a commission for their consumption and everything like that. So they have, that is another income stream. And we have in here, this is a multi-level marketing company, just to be clear about that. And the service that they provide is high-speed internet, television, security and automation. You need some kind to put alarms in your properties. They sell that. So if you sell it yourself, you get a discount. And after that, when your new buyer is getting the house, you keep selling them the same service, so you get paid for that. So that's another income stream. I'm not selling this, so I'm going to take this out. And we have a residual income in here. We have the big one that start, for example, the best way, as I said, the best way that you have to connect with your customer is teaching something. Imagine that you have Mark, we need to talk. Imagine that you need to, you have somebody that want to buy a house, a retail buy, and they don't know how to get financing. So you can open an income stream into and present it to people that are actually renting house that they believe that they cannot afford to do this. And you start selling them the way to get financing. But I really don't know anything like that, so I need to partner with my friend. And I will be talking about that in the future. So you have here teaching, sharing your knowledge, and that could be an income stream too. Imagine that you are the company to go in your area for wholesaling. You are the company to go in your area for rehabbing, and there is new investors that want to learn. What are you doing? So you can create an online class, and you actually make them to pass through the theoretic knowledge first, because it's very important then to know the basics, and you can actually become the mentor. So in the same way that somebody teach you, you can teach somebody new that they are getting into the business, and I really want to shadow you. So that way is another income stream that you can do it through a marketing fund. So that is the big one that I create, that I believe that is less risky, that start playing with the stock market. We all see the news about what happened with GameStop, and it's risky. The hedge funds lost this time, but they are not going to take it so easy. So it's not going to be. This is not going to have a happy ending. So, and any other asset that you can think. I really, as soon as you get into the marketing funnels and you get into the philosophy that you don't need to have a business to produce income, you're going to start seeing marketing and funnels everywhere. It's something like the first day that you buy a Volkswagen, after that you start seeing Volkswagen everywhere, and to that day you never saw one until you bought your first one. And this is something that I left open to your imagination. Whatever you believe or whatever you are passionate about it, the best way to develop that is make that an income stream. So the way that the new models really work is that you create the income stream first, and after that you build the business around it. I believe that was everything. JJ, we have a little more time. I don't know if from our conversation I forgot something. What do you think?
Oh, you definitely have a little bit more time.
Well, it's pretty much what my idea in this conversation is. When I quit my job, my corporate job 3 years ago, I did it in the wrong way. I was only leaning in this business. I was doing right, was doing really well. I was doing my own construction, so I was making money. Until I tried to scale, and things didn't happen in the way that was expected. And when this cash flow, when this line disappeared, was a big problem. So I suddenly have a lot of money to pay in mortgages, I have a lot of money to pay insurance, and I need to pay my lenders. I have my health insurance that I suddenly lost. So I said what I did wrong, and this is the way that I believe that you really need to do it if you really want to get out of your 9 to 5, is create income stream and replace your income first. When your income is actually replaced, that you have all this covered, now is the time that you can say, you know, going to work is costing me money, because it's not literal, but at the end of the day, you can put more time into your developing your own things, your own income, your own assets. Is going to is something that you wake up in the morning very happy because you are going to do what you love to do, and you really don't have to go to work to do something that maybe you hate or maybe you don't like it. So this is the right way to do it. You need to replace your income first, and using the financial statement is the best way to do it. So you go to Mastery, you can download several models of financial statements, and you can put which is your financial load, which is actually your liabilities, and how much do you need to replace your income in order to cover that and have some money extra to keep going. And as this balance, as this equation is getting greater and greater and greater, you start building this generational wealth that your kids can go to school to learn what they want. No, they go to school because they need to learn a profession that pay well. Maybe they don't like it, but they just don't need to go to school because a doctor make a lot of money, or because an attorney make a lot of money. Maybe he or her maybe they just want to play guitar. And in that case, that if they are not like a Jimmy Page or Richie Blackmore or Carlos Santana, they will be needing some kind of income stream, because artists struggle a lot. So which is very interesting from my perspective. It's actually something that I came on my own experience. It's something that is coming from my own pain. The way that I develop these plans is how I put an asset in the middle between my expenses and my income, trying to use the money velocity concept. I try to use the financial statement, and I said the best way to start is taking a snapshot, taking a picture of what is your situation right now. So download the financial statement and put your information in there. This is for you. You don't have to share it with nobody. So be honest with the really things are in there, and start figuring out how you can bring more income streams to replace your W2 or your 1099. So you can do stocks, you can do income stream, affiliate marketing, residual income, doing online classes to support your rehabbing business. We all know that we can make a lot of money doing a rehab, but the turnaround is so long. Wholesaling is quick cash, but there is too many people doing it. So we need to find a way to make a difference between us, and we differentiate ourselves from the other guys in the market, and bringing rental properties. So this is passive in my structure. So as soon as everything that is passive is surpassing my liabilities, I can take rehabbing out, for example, because I really want to spend my days at the beach. So I don't want to go to see a project because my passive income is actually producing all the income that I need. So that's the idea. If you have a plan to retire in 5 years, you have a task to do. So look for the money that you need to do it and do the reverse engineering on how much I need to bring into assets to my income in order to create that financial freedom that everybody talks about and we sometimes see too difficult to reach.